Hey guys, it's been a few months. I think it's been 7 months since my last video. I was working on my house, so unfortunately I didn't really have much time to do any videos, but my house is done now. It's for sale, so I'm waiting for it to sell. Once it sells, I'm going to be posting a lot more videos and doing a lot more content. Currently, right now, I'm editing about 12 Mazda Speed videos, how DIYs, timing chain, the power steering pump, upper control arms, low control arms. There's a few things I'm doing right now, here and there, but I'm also working on my my Duramax. This thing's been sitting around for 3 years, so basically this truck's getting new fuel lines. The original fuel lines are toast, so GM wanted almost $1,400 for lines, so I said screw that. So I bought Gates approved diesel hose, and I bought a lift pump, kenndy lift pump, and I bought 2 cat filters and a water separator. So I'm going to be putting in lift pump, 2-foot inline fuel filters, and all new lines to the engine. What else do in this truck? Brakes all around. I have to do axle seal because the axle seal started leaking on me. I did them about 3 years ago, but the truck sat around, so the lines are toast, or the seals are toast. I'm also planning on doing a zone 3-inch upper control arm lift on this thing also. So if you guys are interested, I'm doing the I gotta build new sending units. So if you guys watch the next couple of videos, I'll show you some content on that. Hey guys, for all you guys who've been following my channel, my Duramax has had what's called a dead pedal issue, where you basically push the gas pedal to the floor and nothing happens, but it chugs and puffs and all that and so forth. So anyways, we couldn't figure it out. I got no codes. We thought it was EGR valve. Took the EGR valve out. Same issue. So what happened was one day I noticed I had little drops in the floor on the driveway of diesel fluid. So what was happening is this line here broke off. This is suction line here. So I was letting, anyways, the line was still hooked up to the suction tube going down to the filler sock. So basically the lines down by the fuel cooler are rotten. So anyways, we think that this thing, because it runs a negative, doesn't run pressure, it runs negative vacuum. We think that it was sucking air up and it was cavitating the pump. So basically what's happening here is I have to get this ring off to get the sending unit out, because sending unit's junk. I'm going to be building a new one out of steel, and we'll see how this goes. But I've been working this thing for about an hour and a half now, and it's kind of a pain in the ass trying to get this this ring off here. So I was trying to pry it off, but it's welded itself to the actual sending unit. So I'm going to try ripping it off in chunks, and then I'll get the sending unit out, and I'll have to build a new one. So yep, here we go. Okay, so the sending unit is out. I was able to do it without damaging the teeth here on the gas tank. So the gas tank is still good, so this is a save. The sending unit, the top here is rotten. It's basically a sheet metal piece. They want $700 Canadian for this thing. So I'm going to build a new top on this thing, a little thicker, out of metal. I'm going to weld on 3 bungs on it to put on some fittings, some AN fittings. I'll do a 1/2 inch, and I think it's 3/8 is the other one. And then since GM is, this thing is self-setting, the springs here on the bottom, I'm going to cut the rods up here, and I'm going to TIG weld them into my upper hat. So when I put this thing in, it'll all bolt in. So I need it because I need the sending units basically to work. So I'll wash this all up, and I'm probably going to upgrade the suction line up to a 1/2 inch line, a little bigger than this one. This is some accordion crap. So sending units out. Now I'm going to start working on the fuel on the lines. So you can see here, these are rotten. Like, these are rotten here. My fuel leak's actually coming from above the tank. You see the bottom of the tank is a little soaked here. So it's actually return lines leaking. But yeah, these lines are not bad here, but once you get up to anywhere where there's a clamp where the flex lines are, they're rotten. Like, these are going to leak anytime, so they're due. So it's going to be fun taking these lines out here and then rubbing. I have to cut them all up, then run some rubber lines. Yeah, this will be fun. Hey guys, took me about an hour. I got the fuel lines all out, and the fuel cooler out. To be honest with you, I would never buy GM pre-bent lines and try to put them back in. Putting these back, taking them out, I had to bend them and kink them a little bit to get them out, but to put them back in, to be honest, you would have to unhook the ABS pump, pull it over a little bit, and Yeah, hopefully you don't bend the lines going up here. These are I still have to take these off here on the transmission. They're all loosened up. But the side of the engine here, these lines here, trying to get them up over the front drive shaft it's kind of going to be a pain in the ass. But back here, it's a bit of an obstacle, get them up over the tank and stuff. So for all you guys going to do lines, I'd suggest a lift pump and rubber lines. It was cheaper. So basically I picked up Gates hose. It's called the barricade hose. It's carburation hose, but it's diesel approved, so this works in a situation. But you're gonna have to run a lift pump because the vacuum will collapse the rubber hose. So basically the kenndy pump was $200. The hose was another, I think it was 120 US. So in total I got about, with the fittings and the ball valves, my two cat filters, my housings, everything, I got about 550 to 600 bucks Canadian. So it's a lot cheaper than buying the GM lines. I still gotta buy a fuel cooler, use a transmission cooler. It's on the return line, and I'm gonna remount it in. I'll leave the size description in my link. But for now, I just need to get this truck back on the road, so when I sell my house, I can tow my crap out of the place. So so this is where my night ends. I got the return line off because I had to read the tool. But I don't have a tool here at the shop I'm at, so I'll have to go to my house, pick it up, take his line off, and I have no clue how these guys get these fuel lines up without taking the, well, it's pretty tight down there by the steering shaft, so, but I'm going to be doing rubber, so I won't have this issue, so. Okay guys, this is going to wrap it up for tonight. I've been here since 4.5 hours, now working on this truck, get it all done. So tomorrow at work, I'm gonna start making the fuel setting housing. See how that's gonna come around. I gotta find some fittings. I'll post some videos tomorrow, but I'm gonna start doing these video blogs daily and see if people like them. If not, whatever. Just something to do. Anyways, good night, guys. See you tomorrow.